The best part about what we do, 𝗧𝗍, is seeing the people transform through it.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing better than getting a phone call from a client that says, oh my gosh, it works. Oh my gosh, I can do it too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, we can do it again and again and again and again and again and again. And that's just like freeing, right? And so just for those that don't know who we are, my name is 𝗬𝗓𝗨𝗥𝗡. I'm a government contracting expert and enterprise value architect. I help establish businesses grow their business, increase the value of their business, increase the value so that they could one day either sell their business or let it live on through legacy. And I'm here with 𝗧𝗍𝗧, who is a bonding expert and specialist. And 𝗧𝗍, just please share with people what you do and who do you help?
Sure. Well, just, hello, everyone. First of all, we're just so excited about the value that we're going to add during this live today. But I am 𝗧𝗍𝗧. I have spent more than 24 years in the surety industry. And throughout my career, I've managed multi-million-dollar surety portfolios, worked with different contractors at various stages of growth. From establishing their first bonding program to expanding it to over $50 million. And I'm excited to partner with Melinda to help you get positioned for the contracts that already have your name on it.
Oh my gosh, do they have your name on it? Oh my gosh, do they have your name on it?
Yes.
That's exciting because they do. They do. Having done this for as long as I have, and have seen the transformation in the business and the people in the business who are worth billions upon billions upon billions upon billions upon billions of backlog contracts. This is true, that it's harder to take the first step. It's the hardest part is to take the first step than any other step. The hardest step to take is just believing that you can actually do it.
Yeah.
Like you might have fallen into it, right? You might have kind of tiptoed into it, or maybe an agency has called you. This has happened several times where contractors, they call me and they say, hey, Melinda, they called me, but I want to figure out how to create more predictability. So I call them. Like there's a relationship. And it starts with that first step. It's like, what's the first step? And we're going to talk a little bit about that in a minute. But the feeling that you've had about, well, I need to stabilize my revenue. I need to make sure that my team gets paid. Just a few years ago, and I run a successful consulting firm. And in my successful consulting firm, I have six-figure contracts where my team and we do all of the work for our clients. They're nine-figure, billion-dollar firms. And 3 of our clients that had six-figure contracts locked in for us canceled in 1 week. I was at a mastermind and I'm getting a notification from my team, hey, so-and-so needs to talk to you. And I'm like, it's interesting. What's going on? We're in the middle of something, right? And getting emails. Sorry, we can't move forward. And everything in me, I mean, 𝗧𝗍, can I tell you the pain, the agony and the anxiety that I had in my chest at a mastermind where I'm learning to grow my business and network. And I'm just feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm a failure.
Yeah.
I felt that. And it's the scariest thing, but it's the thing that most people that are running successful businesses, most contractors, most trades, most engineers that are thinking about in the middle of the night, they're thinking, I hope they renew the contract. I hope they need us for something else. We're getting close to the end of our work together. What do we do after that? And it's this feast or famine feeling. Now, thankfully, after going through that and realizing that had nothing to do with our team. In fact, I called every single client in that moment immediately because I'm thinking, I need to know what happened. And they all had the same answer. We had to pull back. Financially, we had to pull back. There was tariffs, there was taxes, this, that, and the other, team, all these questions and issues that they needed to resolve internally. And the first thing that they do is they cut the fat.
Yes.
Now, the fat is anything that they are not responsible for from an insurance standpoint, which is contracting.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're a GC, engineer, if you're any type of business that you're providing contracted services to another business, you are the first to go, like a Netflix subscription. Okay, gone. That's it. And we had contracts. Like, we did our due diligence. We had contracts with our attorneys. We had ironclad contracts. Well, what are you going to do? You don't want to burn a bridge and go after a measly 6 figures when you know that client relationship is going to take you further along, right? So at that point, I had to make a decision. And the decision was to go all in helping other small businesses understand this. Because if you have been running your business on referral clients,
yes,
and you've gotten to a point where you're making money, and you feel good. You're like, I just need to go to more events. I just need to follow up. I need to do this. I need to do that. It is not a system. I'm telling you, your system will break. It has always broken, because there are books. Ray Dalio talks about this. I mean, the smartest minds in the world talk about this, that referrals is not a system. It is a nice to have. It is a cherry on top of a sundae. It is not the sundae. And so we're going to talk to you about the system that you need to have in your business so that you can be recession proof. You don't need to worry anymore. You can create predictability. Now, do you need private sector work? Absolutely. We're going to talk about that. But the public sector is to stabilize, and your private sector is to grow. And that's the problem you guys are having, because when I see contractors who are really good at what they do, they're the best. They will bend over backwards for their clients. They will show up early. They will work weekends. They will come out of pocket to pay their staff, their crew, to be on the job site. I get it. But that is only going to get you a pat on the back, and it's not going to get you paid. So what we're going to do here is talk about how you can get paid. Does that sound good to you?
It sounds great to me. I'm all in. And I just want to add to that, because what I see quite often with business owners is that they start out one way, but then they fail to make the necessary pivot to get to the next level. There's an old saying that what got you here can't take you to the next level. So while when you're starting out in business, referrals are great. When you're starting out that year 1 to year 3, stumbling upon a contract here with the government, a contract there, that might be sufficient to get you started. But what we're really looking for are those business owners, those contractors that are really looking to leverage government contracting, and to make sure that they are properly positioned in their bonding so that they don't miss the opportunity. Now, the worst thing that can happen is a business owner or contractor or service provider stumbling upon the perfect opportunity. Okay? The perfect opportunity, only to realize they might have experience, maybe they even have the working capital and the team to fulfill whatever they need to do in that contract. But because they have not positioned their bonding program, they have to miss out on something that is ideal to take them in their business to the next level. And so, Melinda, that's why this conversation is so important, that predictability, understanding how does the government contracting actually work? And more importantly, how can I locate it, and how can I leverage my business to be able to capitalize on that opportunity? And that's what I love about this coming together and helping people in the community.
Yes. I love that you said what you just said with leveraging and locating, because that's where it starts. Step number 1, if you guys write this down, this is a writer downer. Step number 1, is to leverage. Like, what can you bring to the table that showcases your capabilities, your expertise, your knowledge, your systems, your process, your team, the ones that have been doing it for years on your behalf of your brand, your experience prior to starting your business, all of it matters. All of it matters. And this is so powerful. The leverage game is so powerful. It makes it easy to find the opportunities that are right fit for your business. And when you find them, then you're bonded so that you can actually bid on them. Because the worst thing, I mean, oh, 𝗧𝗧𝗥, you're so right. The worst thing is finding the perfect contract and wanting the contract, and you can't bid on it, or you're going to get thrown out because you're not bonded, because you don't have your paperwork and your financials in place. And that is the worst feeling.
It is.
Oh my gosh. Because then you miss out on it. You don't know the next time you're going to get it. And you don't know whether or not you're going to be prepared the next time. Yeah. Because it's all timing, right? We're not just thinking about when the solicitation will be advertised. We're thinking about when the work is going to get started. And so if you don't stagger the work appropriately, like, you don't know what a year is going to look like, 3 years are going to look like. And that opportunity, you may think the contract's going to be around for you, but someone else is going to swoop in who has the bonding, who has the experience, who can showcase their value, and they're going to swoop in and they're going to take your contract. And so we're going to talk to you today about how you can get those contracts. And if you want to get a contract, type the word contract in the comments, because we want to help you get a contract. Okay. This is really important. One of the things that 𝗧𝗧𝗥 and I align with is legacy.
Yes.
This is so important to our souls. Like, I'm happy and okay with saying no to somebody who wants our services. I'm happy and okay. And it's not because I don't want to serve. It's because I know how powerful our systems are. And when our systems are put in place, all of the things that we complain about in our world, they get quieted. Because now we have leaders in the positions to build our communities, to build our people, to build the power around us, to transform the way that we live our lives, where we live, work, and play. I mean, just think about it. How did the traffic lights get up? How did the sidewalks go up? How did the streets get up? How did the highways work? How did the airports work? The hospitals work? The schools work? Everything is a system. And so if you're not in the system, you can't heal the system. You can't work and create a better system. You can't participate in that. And all along, you have a solution. I'm sure you are yelling and screaming at the news network when you have it on the screen while making dinner, or driving home, or talking to your buddies during lunch in the job site, in a trailer. And you're talking about these things, but what about being a part of the solution? And that makes a huge difference. So we're not just thinking about how do we get contracts. We're thinking about how can we help people who have a vision for the future of our lives get the contracts so that we can transform the way that our world looks like.
Yeah. One of the things that I really love about business and working with various businesses is that, you're either playing a proactive game or reactive. You're either playing checkers or chess. And we know that the most masterful chess players, they are already anticipating sometimes 10 to 14 to 18 moves ahead of where they're currently positioned. So when you think about, the system that you have created, the blueprint that I have for bonding, we've taken that guesswork out so that you can get to step into a proven system, step into a proven blueprint that's already been built for you. And all you have to do is follow the steps that have been outlined so that your future can feel and look as secure as you desire it to be. I don't know
Yeah.
about you, but I know for myself, when those revenues are coming in and things are flowing, it
Mhm.
really does increase my creativity. And
Yeah.
there's probably a psychology to creativity. Having
Yeah.
a little bit of predictability helps you position yourself for that next level, whatever you want your business or your life to look like. And so that's why I think for me in this partnership with you in serving the community and helping businesses, we have solutions that
Yeah.
are tried and tested, and they have worked for so many other contractors, excuse me, and business owners. And so I'm really dialed in. I'm excited about that.
This is going to be amazing. Okay,
Mhm.
so what we're talking about here specifically is that we have an event coming up that we would love to invite you to, and it's called the GovCon Advantage Masterclass. This masterclass is not a masterclass that you're scrolling through on Instagram. This is a different type of masterclass. We are ready to share with you the actual system, the actual best practices that get results and not a lot of paperwork. Actually, very little paperwork because leveraging AI in this day, oh my gosh, we're leveraging AI. And what would take 40 hours is taking 40 minutes.
Mhm.
Used to take 80 hours is taking 80 minutes, maybe an hour max. Like it's just insane what's happening because the system has, like, thankfully, the government has been around for 250 years. So
Yeah.
it's not like we're working with a client or a buyer that doesn't know what they're doing. We can just tap into the system that has played for 250 years. And that is what we're leveraging. Now, this is not, we're not going to give you like a little piece of paper and say, here's a system. No, no, because here's the thing. There used to be this bookstore. I talk about the books a million all the time because
Oh.
it's so important. There were a million books in a room. Like
Mhm.
I stood in a books a million and it looked like a warehouse when you stood into it. And it was all the way to the ceiling of books. And the room was huge. It was bigger than a Walmart. It was so big. There was a million books in a room.
Mm.
And yet they went out of business.
Mhm.
How? How did they go? Like, it doesn't make sense. There's all the information that you need to transform your life. Why wasn't it successful? It's not enough to just get the steps. You
Mm.
have to become the person that uses the steps.
Absolutely.
Like, there's a story about if you're into the Bible, I'm into the Bible. And so there's a story about the Israelites. And so the Israelites are in Egypt. They're slaves in Egypt. And they're learning to use these skills. They're like, breaking their backs, learning these skills, how to weld, how to sew, how to stitch, how to build, how to grow, all these things. And then God, he leads them to the promised land, to Canaan, okay, out of slavery into leadership, into legacy building, into a world that they're independent. Like they're not dependent on anybody else. They can create whatever they want to create with their creativity. And they're using the same exact skills
Mhm.
that they earned when they were in captivity. The
Mm.
same exact skills made millions of dollars. They were all millionaires,
Mhm.
all of them. How? Because they leveraged what was already working in their business. We're not telling you to learn something new. You just use what you got. And it's more than enough. I promise you it's more than enough.
Yes, what's in your hands? I love
What's
that.
Yeah,
What's in
it's
your
that
hands?
easy. And
Mm.
so instead of telling the story to your mind that it has to be hard,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, the paperwork, the bureaucracy, the red tape, the this, the that. I'm telling you, I'm here to share with you that you've been sold a lie. You've been sold a lie. You're hearing it from something or someone who figured it out and
Mhm.
doesn't want to tell you. And guess what we're going to do next week, the July 22nd? We're going to tell you. We're going to show you what they already know, what the pros have been doing, what everybody has been circling around you that has not been telling you the truth. Like competitive bids, yeah, you know how to go on a portal, but did you know that those bids are also on a budget?
Mm.
18 months ahead of time, more than a year ahead of time. They already know what they're going to buy before they buy it. Kind of like, you ever thought, this was years ago, and I renovated our kitchen in our house in Georgia. And when we were renovating, we had an idea. I had a Pinterest board. I mean, Shakira, you know me. I had a Pinterest board. Like, I had all the photos, everything that I wanted. I was watching HGTV like it was going out of style.
Mhm.
I knew exactly what I wanted, and I knew my budget. I was like, okay, I want to spend about this. How much can I get this? And, just kind of estimating all this stuff. And now we have AI, so we can do it in like seconds, right? But I had that information. When we called contractors, we already knew what we wanted, and we already knew how much we wanted to spend. If I had built a relationship years when my mom was around, she would renovate houses. And so she had contract relationships. She would take the contractor with her to the house before she even started the
Mhm.
design work.
Mhm.
Why? Because the contractor knew more than she did.
Course.
The contractor knew, okay, yeah, but if we move the line, if we can pull down the wall and do this, that, and the other, all of this stuff before, like, she could just leverage that expertise
Mhm.
before she ever went out to bid. She knew she was going to go with him
Mhm.
because he's the best. When she brought other people to price right, to make sure that it was in alignment, to see what else is out there, to make sure that they're double checking and being a good steward. You might have heard this a lot lately from agencies. They're saying they're good stewards because they are good stewards of those dollars.
Mhm.
They're being good stewards, so they want to make sure they're double checking their numbers and saying, okay, this is what you can deliver for this price. Is okay. So when I talk to Adam, he's going to give me what I want. He's going to give me what I need. This is going to be in alignment. I know how to negotiate. This is how it works. It's not at the bidding cycle. It's too late. Now you're competing on price.
Exactly.
But you want to get in early. You
Mhm.
want to get in early when they're shopping for houses. That is when you want to build relationship. So it's all in a budget. It's sitting in a budget saying, this is what we want to do. This is our wish list item. This is what our budget looks like. And you come in and you say, hey, this is what you can get for your dollars. And you can actually do it for less and get more bang for your buck. And they're like, oh my gosh, how do we do that? Now the RFP,
Mhm.
the bid is written completely different,
Mhm.
and people are questioning whether or not this was actually written for someone else.
Mhm. Mhm.
This happens a lot. You start thinking like, this is really sophisticated. Where did this come
Mhm.
from?
Mhm.
This must be written for someone else. And guess what? It was. And so we're going to teach you how those firms, how those contractors are writing contracts that
Yeah.
they bid on and they win.
Yeah. I think about, the opportunities that are available and some of the contractors that I've served in the past. And what I commonly see is that contractors will be able to locate a project or a potential opportunity. The team, they can perform the work. And that particular contract, honestly, would be a literal game changer for them.
Yeah.
And then they read the RFP, they start gathering the numbers, they expend all of this time, effort, energy, okay, into
Yeah.
building their response, and then they reach the bonding requirement.
Mm.
The bid is due in just a few days, but their financials are outdated. Their work in progress is not complete. They don't understand their single limit or their bonding aggregate because
Mhm.
they have treated the bonding process as transactional.
Yes.
I'll just submit paperwork whenever it's needed. But if I don't need anything, then they don't know how to nurture and
Yeah.
cultivate and subsequently grow their bonding
Yes.
program. Bonding is very relational. Uh,
Yes.
Having that A team and understanding, and here's the secret, understanding exactly what the underwriter is looking at and what they're looking for when
Mm.
analyze your request. These are the things that normally people don't talk about. And so you
Mhm.
treat something as important as contracting and bonding as
Yeah.
something that is secondary, when in fact, this is the primary part of your business success. And
Yes.
yeah, we're going to pull back the veil and really start to look at this blueprint. There is a blueprint and a system to
Mhm.
everything. And we want to make sure that the people that we work with, the people that are showing up for that master class, that they get to come behind the scenes
Yeah.
and get a deep understanding so that they can move forward, leverage who they are, locate the contracts, and show up and participate in legacy.
Yes. It just goes back to the rabbit and the hare. I mean, when you're preparing ahead before you need the thing,
Oh, yeah.
you don't have anxiety.
No.
You don't have stress. You don't
Mm-mm.
have overwhelm.
No.
You're not working at 2 a.m. on a proposal.
Yeah.
You're not like, "Ugh, I just did all this work and I just saw the bonding request. It's okay. I'm just going to submit it. They'll ask me. They'll
Mhm.
ask me later on." Listen, the solicitation is the request. They're asking you there. They're wanting that information right there. They ask you for it. That's what they need. That's what they want right then and there.
Mhm.
And not having months to work on it, it's
Mhm.
a disservice to your team, to your company. And so when you're thinking to yourself, like, how do I grow my business? Well, look at your financials. That's the number one place you want to start is your financials. Like,
Mhm.
where are you right now? Let's just be really honest. Let's be really honest. Where are you? Okay. So then that's going to depict how quickly you need to move. Because if
Yes.
there isn't much in the pipeline in
Yes.
terms of your committed contracts and your
Mhm.
private sector, you are in some
Mhm.
real poo poo, guys. Like,
Yeah.
this is some really deep stuff, and you need to move quickly. Now, Melinda, how do we get contracts that are not competitive? Direct. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere.
Mhm.
We're
Mhm.
going to talk about that. We're going to talk about co-ops. We're going to talk about federal contracts, state contracts, municipal contracts, utility contracts. We're going to talk about school districts, hospitals. We're going to talk about the whole shebang, cooperatives, aka piggybacks, GSA schedules. We'll talk about GSA schedules. We're talking about all of it because you need to walk away from the masterclass with a roadmap, a
Yeah.
specific customized roadmap to your business. You might be early on in your business and you don't have what we're talking. You're like, what bonding? What? Yeah, like Claude, what is bonding?
Yes.
We're going to talk to you about it. You may or may not need it.
Claude doesn't really
So
know.
Claude's like, I don't know. What do you do? Like, I gotta figure it out. And then it's gonna spit you out some general stuff that
Mhm.
is not gonna be helpful. So we want to make sure that you have something customized and ready to use for your business.
Mhm.
Again, this is not just a scroll by on Instagram, listen to us talk because we like to hear our voice, even though our voices are great. But but we are really wanting to help the future leaders of our world. You are building our world. You are building our world. We need to help you build our world and be in the right place to build it. If you're looking at infrastructure contracts, if you're looking at data centers, whatever you want to do, like, let's talk about it and make sure that it's in the right fit for your business. What is step one? If you, and I want to say this, and it just came to mind. It wasn't part of my notes for today, but I do want to say this because I need to help those people understand.
Mhm.
For those that see government contracts as the long game, like, oh, it takes so long. It's just like 60 days, 90 days to get paid. Listen, it's because you don't know how to navigate this world. When they say 60 days and 90 days, there's a rule that
Yes.
they must negotiate with small businesses.
Mhm.
We're not gonna You gotta come and we'll talk about what that rule
Oh,
is because
yeah.
it's insane. It's like,
Mhm.
wait, what? Yes, it's based off the invoice. It's not based
Yeah.
off the delivery of the work.
Mhm.
So, but I wanted to say is that if you're really serious about legacy, then stop focusing on today.
Mhm.
It's time to start focusing on what you're leaving behind.
Yeah.
Like, what is the vision? We were talking about creativity. Shakri talked about creativity earlier. How can you be creative about the future if you're not living into it?
Mhm.
Like, it's important to make sure that you get the items done today, But what if the things that you're doing today is actually not fueling the future? And the only way that you're going to get clarity on that is that you know you have a future. So the millionaires, billionaires, and the trillionaire out there in the world, they're thinking in decades. They're not thinking in days.
You're
They're
playing
thinking
chess.
they're playing chess. They're like, okay, so what? Okay, $100 million business in 5, 10 years. Okay, so 10 years. So then what has to be true about today? And they're making those steps today. And that's what they're doing. Everything else a distraction. So if you're thinking like, oh yeah, I'll get to it later, you're just delaying your destiny. You're delaying your legacy. You're delaying your impact. And you don't know whether or not you're going to get to that day where you can actually move the needle. And that's really important.
What you're talking about is really a shift in your mindset and perspective. Are
Yeah.
you in your business living from a place of survival,
Mhm.
or have you made that transition to live with a mindset and a lens of success? Linda, what I heard you say is that for every legacy business owner, the person that wants to have something that lives on far beyond their lifespan,
Mhm.
you have to go to that place. How do you see yourself? How do you see the opportunities that may be available for you? Do you have a basic belief that
Yeah.
you and or your business is capable, qualified to capitalize on the opportunities out there?
Mhm.
Visioning that, and then from that vision, building backwards. I
Yeah.
think about, custom homes, and the first thing that happens is you fall in love with the exterior, right?
Oh,
Look
yes.
at the model home, and you see all the bells and whistles, and buy-in is created. There is
Mhm.
desire that pulls you and compels you, right? And then once you continue the conversation, you begin to understand that there is a framework for getting to that picture that you fell in love with. And then
Mhm.
that framework has a blueprint. Everything runs and operates, blueprints and systems. But I really wanted to pause there because I think this is a great opportunity for everyone that's here live, and also for the people that will watch the replay, is that where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Mm.
Where do you see yourself in
Yeah.
5 years, and 3 years, or 2 years, or next year?
Mm.
And with that vision,
Yeah.
what we're clearly communicating is that there is a system, there is a
Yeah.
blueprint that can help you actualize what you desire, and then help you to expand from that point.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody would, other than probably Elon Musk, believe that there could be a trillionaire in 2026. Like, that wasn't what? How is that? Huh? Like, my computer runs my business? What?
Mhm.
AI? I don't understand. We're going to Mars? That's funny. Wait, we went? Like,
Mhm.
all of these things are happening. So if you're thinking to yourself, it's impossible, like the dream is bigger than me. Yes, it is supposed to be bigger than you. Be blessed and joyful. It is bigger than you. And
Mhm.
step into it, because it's not about you carrying it. It's about you partnering with people who help you build it.
Absolutely.
And you only get to that point where you're meeting those people if when you're in the right room. So you
Mhm.
never know. I mean, other master classes, Shakri, we've had people doing networking and like, they're like, oh man, I need a sub on this contract and I
Mhm.
need this and I need that. Like, this is happening in the room. But if you're not in the room, you don't get an opportunity to participate. And if you're thinking, oh, later on, it'll never listen. Your long laundry list of things that you never get done are like that because it's always tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow is your answer.
Mhm.
And that list gets longer and longer and longer and longer, and you get more overwhelmed every single day. So it's time to just make a decision. Like, why do you have a business? Is it just to make money? Well, you're not our people. If
Mm-mm.
you're looking to create an impact in the world, if you're looking to serve people with your gifts and your talents,
Mhm.
sign up, baby, because you are the people that we want to serve and love on so
Yes.
that you can get to where you need to go, because we need you. We
Mhm.
need you. This world needs you.
That you need you. Your
You
family,
need you.
your
Yeah.
community, right? You
Yeah.
need you. You need to be able to experience the type of success that you were created for. You know,
Mhm.
everyone that is alive has a purpose. We all have potential, but we want
Yeah.
to make sure that we're not just living in a state of what ifs and what could be. When you follow the blueprint, going back to the custom home,
Yeah.
if you follow the blueprint, then you can have the things that you see that other people possess.
Mm.
You can live in
Yeah.
such a way that you feel good about your contributions.
Yeah.
I was actually in deep thought and prayer and meditation. And one of the things that I said is that, my next level of success is not necessarily about more vacations or anything like that. It is to buy me additional time and freedom
Yes.
that I can spend with my family. So we really want to be clear. It's not necessarily about more in the sense of consumerism. It could
Yeah.
be, and that's perfectly fine. But for some of us, it is with the system, with a 50% increase in my pipeline or my revenues. This will free me up to give more to local charity. This will free me up to spend more time with my family,
Yeah.
to volunteer. So again, you get to define what your picture of success looks like. It's custom for every person.
Yeah.
But in order to get there, you have to have that blueprint and you need to be in the room.
You need to be in the room. Okay, so how do you get in the room? Okay, so go to www.melindacolon.com/training to
Mm,
register today. There are two options. There's a general mission ticket where it gets you in the room, gets your notepad, right? Get your notepad ready to take some notes and learn the system that we're going to share with you and how to apply it to your business. We'll also have a custom, I didn't tell you this, Shakri, but I also added a custom skill that people
mhm,
can get access to at the end. Insane. It's going to be so good.
mm,
That will basically create a custom roadmap for you. This is based
mm.
off my
Yes, great.
proprietary system. It's going to be
Oh,
insane.
right.
Then there's a VIP ticket as well that gives you access to an additional hour with me and Shakri. And that happens before the masterclass
Mhm.
starts, and it's for an hour. And it's where you get to ask questions. This is something like, if you try to get an hour of my
Mm.
time, you're not paying what you're paying on this ticket. Like,
Mm,
it's just not happening. It's not. It's just not happening. And then to have both of us, where you get your government contract questions and your bonding questions answered.
mhm.
What?
Absolutely.
And then you're gonna get a roadmap, and then you're gonna get. And also, it's included in your VIP ticket is the replay. You have a lifetime access to the replay and the GovCon Advantage audiobook
Oh my
and
gosh.
workbook.
Wow.
Like, what are we talking about?
A
This is
no-brainer.
let's go. Let's
It's
just what do we just press the button? Just go.
yeah.
You don't have Starbucks this week. Let's
It
just go. Come on.
might even be less than Starbucks. And what I
Yes.
love about the VIP segment is that you actually get to bring your specific questions.
Yeah.
We'll have a queue, you drop them in there, and
Yeah.
we're just gonna blaze through as
Yeah.
many questions as we can. So if you have, in regards to bonding, if you're trying to establish your bonding program and you're not sure about the available programs, bring your questions. If
Yes.
you're looking to grow your bonding program and you need a couple of tips on what to look for, sign up for the VIP. I tell you, sometimes your next level, just getting there just means that you need one additional piece of information. What have you ever like done a puzzle and
Oh,
in
I
order
love
to make
puzzles.
it complete, there's just like one missing piece to
Drives me nuts.
everything. I
Yes.
believe that's what the VIP will do for a lot of people. It will provide for them that one or two missing pieces that
Mm,
help them to gain better clarity about what's next, what's available, or what they need to do as an immediate next step. So
yes.
I think I'm gonna have a question for you as well. I'm gonna participate and be
Yeah.
the expert as well.
Same here. I'm thinking about that too. I took a note to ask you a question about acquisitions,
Yeah.
because I'm thinking about buying a business next year, and I want to make sure that I have my bonding information
Mhm.
right and set up, um, so that I know what type of business to buy
Yes.
and what red flags to be aware of, during due diligence. So that's going to be really powerful. I think that's going to be a great session. I can't wait. Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh, it's going to be amazing. Now, the downside is that we can't have everybody in VIP because we are answering the questions live, and we'll have dialogue with you as you ask the questions and give us background on how you got there, and so we can actually give you answers that are custom
Mhm.
to where you are. So there's a limited amount of tickets. I know. So there's only 10 tickets. There's
Oh,
only 10 tickets available, and that's it. So if you want to get a ticket, I would say get a ticket right now. The seats are going to fill fast. If not, I haven't checked this morning, but
I was
if
gonna
they're
say,
going to be
we're
gone,
almost halfway there, maybe. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're already
yeah,
halfway there.
yeah. I same thing because I just don't think they're going to be up for long. So get your ticket in ASAP. Make sure you register today. I'm looking at you watching the video today. And just make sure that you're in the room because, gosh, I mean, okay, so let me give you an example. One of my clients, she went through our system. She was running a six-figure business, unlocked $1 million contract in
Mm,
90 days. So the things that you hear about like how long things have to take, how long this has to be, like, oh, my dream, my vision is too big. I have
mm,
to think about it. I have to da, da, da. No, you don't. You just have to make a decision. Like just make a decision. Just say yes, be in the room, and we'll make sure to serve you because we want to serve you. Gosh, anything else? Am I missing anything else?
no,
Um,
I think that's pretty much it.
yeah.
Oh, did you mention the replay? Because I can tell you
Oh
what,
yeah.
I love a good master class, but what I
Yeah.
love even more because, when you're live and you're present, you're taking notes, you're dialed in, but I really like the ability to go back and listen
Mhm.
to the information again, to press the pause button, to slow things down. So
Yeah.
don't forget with the VIP, you will also get, and I think you didn't mention it, but I think it's worth mentioning that again,
Yes.
lifetime access so that
Yeah.
you can be free to write a little bit, listen, stay engaged, and then go back and listen to it again. I don't know about you, Melinda, but sometimes when I listen to a training the second time, I
Oh,
actually pick up on things that I did not pick up
yeah,
on the
girl.
first time.
Yes. Yeah.
And the
That's why
third
masterminds
time
are not like
comes.
yeah, masterminds are 12 months.
Absolutely,
You hear it a
absolutely.
couple times.
Mhm.
This is so true because the first time you get what you need in the moment, and then
Yeah.
the second time you get clarity on what you did, and then you get the next action items because mentally you just can't carry all of it at once,
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
right? There's a checklist, you go through the checklist, but then when you start applying it, then you start, oh, it start clicking, and then you have the video to then go back to, and then you're gonna have an audio, like a copy of my audiobook, going through the entire system, sharing examples and stories. Like, you're gonna be set. Like I just don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm just really grateful because I'm so honored that this is a part of the gifts that I get to share with the world. This you have guys don't you don't understand. Like this is huge. This literally I've helped literally create millionaires and billionaires. Like
Mm.
this is not faux. This is real. This is real stuff. And so when you have access to this, It's not just a book in a book's a million. This is access to your future, your plans. You know exactly where to go and what to do. You quiet all of the noise and all of the distractions. You have it sitting on your desk. You know exactly what to do next.
Mhm.
You can even install it in Claude and be like, Claude, what do I do? Can you put it on my calendar? Boom, it's
Yeah.
done. It's on your calendar of what the action steps need to be. So we're I want to make sure that we want to make sure that this is as simple as possible.
Yes.
And any questions that you have about bonding that get answered, because that is a hiccup.
It
There are
is.
so many contractors that don't even touch the contracts that they should be working on because their financials look a mess. Like I was going to say something else,
Yeah.
but they look a mess. And what we need to do is really be honest at where you're at so you can start planning ahead for that.
There's
6 months, you
yeah,
get
there's
six.
Go ahead, I'm so sorry.
If you have 6 months before that opportunity gets advertised, you got 6 months to fix your
Mhm.
problems.
Mhm.
Like, you don't have 2 weeks. You have 6 months. You have a year. You have 2 years. So it's all about knowing where those opportunities are and identifying the right fit one so you can get to your goal for this year, for the next year, for the year after that, for the year after that, for the year after that.
Yeah. Love it. What I was going to say too is that I find that a lot of contractors disqualify themselves before they even have the bonding
Yeah.
conversation. So I
Yeah.
wanted to put that out there because I know that we have a lot of people in the audience watching us live on various platforms. If you have been that individual that has just shied away from bonding, it just felt like this overwhelming process. We're here to simplify it
Yeah.
for you. We're
Yeah.
here, especially when it comes to the VIP section, to hear specifically about where you are in the bonding process. If you've never
Hmm.
been bonded before, and give you real time solutions to help move you forward. So again,
Yes.
it's not a suggestion. We're experts in our field. So we'll be able to give you real time solutions that you can walk away with and begin to implement to help get you closer to that next level.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Gosh, what else? I mean, I really feel like this is a slam dunk. This is going to be the best day of your entire year to
Yeah.
get this information. This is what you've been praying for, you've been asking for, and we're going to help you get it. We're going to help you get it. All you have to do is go to melindacolone.com/training to register for get your VIP ticket if it's still available, or get a general admission ticket. But just be in the room. Just get in the room. You just got to get in the room, y'all. Like it's come on now. You know what you need to do. Just go do that. And yeah, this is amazing. Gosh, I can't wait. I wish it was tomorrow.
I
I'm
know.
so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be so much fun. This is gonna go so fast. Every single time I do a master class, it goes so fast. People are
Mhm,
like, wait,
mhm.
that was so fast. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. You don't want to miss it. You do not want to miss. This is not something you miss at all. Make sure you're in the room.
Yeah.
Okay. Pinky swear you're in the room.
I'll be
Pinky
there.
swear.
I'll be
Okay.
there.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you on July 22nd. And just click the link in the description or go to melindacolone.com/training and we'll just pour right into you. And this is an opportunity, an exciting opportunity. Make sure you register. See you there.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.